I think quite a few of you have probably seen these slides before, so I do apologise if this is repetition. But obviously I'll go through them fairly quickly, and then if you have any questions, please. Sorry, this microphone doesn't work very well. So, as you're all aware, the new legislation has enabled patients and consumers to report adverse reactions now. There will be information in the patient leaflet specifically encouraging patients to report directly to their national healthcare system or to go and speak to their healthcare professional. And there's going to be different ways of reporting available in different member states. Some member states will choose to adopt all of these methods, depending on the national requirements. So there's possibilities of electronic reporting through online reporting forms, postal systems, which have been in operation in quite a few member states for a while now, and possibly telephone reporting as well. So this is just a diagram of how the reporting will work now. The patients and consumers can still report to their healthcare professional. That's quite important to remember, that the healthcare professional's not been replaced. But there's a possibility to report directly to the National Competent Authority, and the healthcare professional will report to the National Competent Authority as well. And these reports will all be fed into the database Vigilance here at the agency. So we've been working on reaching some recommendations for how to develop online reporting forms for patients and consumers, and also for healthcare professionals. But obviously this is very focused on making the forms quite user-friendly for patients and consumers. I think many of you have been involved in providing comments to the proposals that we made on developing these forms. This paper has now been taken up to the management level of the project team, and has now gone to all member states as a recommendation for how to develop these forms. So this is kind of generally a real overview of the kind of information that we recommended they include in the forms to try and collect for pharmacovigilance. So obviously all the admin details and patient details, the possibility to report for somebody else as well. You may want to report for your child or for somebody else that you're caring for. The side effect and medical information section to have a possibility of a large free text area for description of the side effect to make this as complete as possible. To record the outcome, any action taken, such as was it requiring treatment or hospitalization, some dates and information on the medical history, and this should be in free text as well, so we have as much information as possible. For the medicinal products information, obviously we need the name. Batch numbers are important for biologic products, especially for things like vaccines. So if this is known, it would be very useful to provide this information. What the medicine was used for, the dose and strength, route of admin, and we recommended that some kind of easy-to-use drop-down lists are provided here for things like route of admin. Dates, other medications taken at the same time, including obviously herbals and other drugs. The action taken with the medicine, and free text for other information. So, having a look at what has happened in vigilance between the time that the legislation came into force after the 1st of July and up until the end of August, we had a look at the reports that we have categorised as non-healthcare professional. So these will include patient and consumer reports, but also reports from lawyers. And you can see there is a definite increase. So there's a 157% increase compared to the same period in 2011, and 112% compared to the 2-month period before the legislation came into force. So this is really quite significant increases in reporting into vigilance. And when we split these reports into those that have come directly via national competent authorities, so these are reports that have really come directly from patients to the NCA and then come into vigilance. Most of these seem to report vaccine reactions by parents at the moment. That seems to be quite a big trend. And most of these are from member states that have established patient reporting in place already, such as the Netherlands and the UK. So in terms of next steps and how we're going to look at patient and consumer reporting, we are going to discuss next week with the project group whether we should initiate another survey in the member states to see how this has been implemented. And the QRD template, I think somebody else can provide information on this if you need, will provide information on the different reporting mechanisms available in the member states. And I believe this is going to be published somewhere through these product information templates. So you will have information on all the reporting mechanisms in the different member states.